So, anyone feeling like watching one more match today, huh? What do you guys think? Well, I just picked up this one. It was played, I think, a couple of days ago on the Gisado King of the Hill tournament. You guys know that they have some of the finest matches around. And I think we should take advantage of this, because from what I heard on the latest news, Gisado will be moving on the following week, so we might not have any tournament the next following days. Thankfully, I have some backups. I have some files stored on the side that I might be able to use, so we can follow more matches from the Gisado King of the Hill. But yeah, he's gonna stop for a bit. I guess he's just human and he needs to get his life going, and he's gonna move on the following week. So we'll see what comes out of there. And meanwhile, I know that you guys already noticed, you already watched the minimap and probably the surroundings here of the base. So yeah, this is the new map that it's on the ladder now. It's the Shakuras Plateau. And as you guys see, fairly big base. The main base is fairly big. Has these destructible rocks here on the back door. And then he has the main ramp here. Now, first thing that stresses me a bit as a Zerg player, this bit here, I know that I need to keep this place scouted, because you can have drops here, or even a factory coming, dropping and making Hellions, stuff like that. Now, a good thing that it has, because the main base is so big, the natural expo is actually really close, as you guys can see. Look, the ramp is right here, so it might be easy to defend. I guess I'll see, and we all see in the future. Meanwhile, I'm gonna focus a bit on the match, just take a look at what's going on here and present the players. So, the yellow Protoss is JangMinChul. He's a member from OGS. He's an old BroodWar veteran called IrOn. I'm not sure if you guys remember him. I already uploaded matches with him, so you can get a further insight into his story and who he was on BroodWar if you take a look at my previous matches. And like I said, yellow Protoss here, going from Gateway into Cybernetics Core, nothing new going on here. And on the green Terran you have oGsGon. oGsGon is one of the best Terrans playing on the old generation Starcrafters team. And by the way, speaking about that, talking about that, latest news are, and I already uploaded this on my YouTube channel, that Nada signed for OGS, so another huge Terran into the fray, joining the OGS team. Like the OGS team was already really weak and needed more awesome players, but yeah, he's now part of OGS. Really impressive, obviously, and I think it was a very good option for him. And one thing that I know as well is that Team Liquid, because they're collaborating with OGS and playing and training together, they're gonna benefit of the experience, obviously, so that's really good for them as well. Another news that I would like to tell you guys that I just got hold this afternoon is about the pre-qualifiers, the offline pre-qualifiers of the GSL second season that are going on in Korea. So the good news for now is that there's already several new players, and these two players that you have here on this match, JangMinChul and oGsGon, they already did their pre-qualifiers offline and they're both passed. So they're both into the round of 64 from GSL 2. Awesome. So we have two guys from the GSL facing off here, and you know how good those guys are. I mean, getting to the round of 64 is hard, is demanding, so these guys have just a really high level of playing. Now on the bad news, Team Liquid players, Nazgul and who was as well, Jinro, if I'm not mistaken, they're already eliminated. Artosis is eliminated as well. And well, I guess he's gonna shoutcast, that's something, but he was eliminated. He was not gonna pass through the offline qualifiers, and he's a bit stuck now at the moment, so we'll see what comes out on the following days. TLO is only playing his offline qualifiers on Monday, so I guess we gotta hope for that to go well and for him to qualify. Would be nice to have him once again on the GSL. Now, focus a bit on the match. As you guys can see, let's take a look at the base. It's racks, then the starport, and now two racks, second racks going down. So he's not going to go for the 111, or he already went for the 111, because the factory is already flying here. Especially seems like it's going to be used for scouting purposes and not to make any kind of a RAS drop. And meanwhile, as you guys can see, there's already a Stargate getting Void Rays out for JangMinChul. So pretty cool approach to this match, pretty cool opening, not something that you see that frequently nowadays, and he's even getting hallucination, which I found very interesting. Medivac meanwhile from Gon dropping on the main base, bringing 3 Marauders, They're focusing fire on the units here, but there's a shield going up, and I don't think they're going to be able to destroy much of this. Here comes the Zealots going after that, and I think the Medivac is going to get shot. There it is, Medivac down, and now the Void Ray charging its beam on those Marauders, finishing off this first assault. Didn't have much of a result, to be honest, and I guess that the biggest benefit he took from that assault was the scouting, and he saw the Void Ray, so he knows where JangMinChul is going. As you guys can see, another feature from this map, destructible rocks on the back of your base, then has a big field here, big open field to battle, and some other destructible rocks here on this side, accessing your opponent's base on this situation because of the spawning points. So we'll see what comes out of this place. As you can see, for now, Gon is going to get this counter to the Void Rays. He's getting Vikings. There's already one flying here, a second one incoming. They're fairly effective because Void Rays are quite fragile. If you actually allow them to stay on the back and recharge their shields, they're good. Especially when they charge the beam, it's just tremendous amounts of damage. But you cannot leave them on the front line, they're quite fragile. And seems like that JangMinChul is gonna go for a push. He's gonna advance into Gon's base. He's gonna take care of the destructible rocks on Gon's side. So I think he's considering just pushing as hard as he can and fend off the defenses from Gon. Not sure if that's gonna work or not. None of the players have been expanding, so as you can see, the income wise the Terran player is a bit ahead. Obviously the mules give him a bit of a boost, even having less harvesters. These Stalkers are keeping an eye on those Vikings so they don't come any close from those Void Rays. He's gonna need them. And I'm actually finding interesting that he's not charging the beams somewhere, but he might be doing it later on, I guess. There it is. Pylon going down because he already has the Warp Gate technology, and he gathered 3 Void Rays. The debris is almost down, so get ready for the push into Gon's base. Gon has been preparing, look at him, he already has the group splitted here, and he's just waiting for the JangMinChul to climb up that ramp, to bash his head in. Let's see if he's successful or not. He even made a bunker loaded with Marines. Oh, just taking all the Marines off, and there they are. Now the Void Rays finishing charging their beams, destroying what's left of the rocks. Here comes the Vikings. Oh, don't leave those Void Rays on the front, it's gonna be nasty. Hallucination drawing some of the fire, very good at Hallucination. Draw several shots there, and now the beams on maximum, targeting all those units on the ground, massive damage going on. Zealots on the front just charging away and slicing all those ground units. Marines goes down so fast against Zealots, but the Marauders are trying to hold it, especially because Marauders with the concussive shells will be able to kite those Zealots for a long time. The Void Rays are already down, as you guys noticed, and now you have pretty much pure Zealot rush inside the base, trying to destroy as much as they can, and reinforcements incoming on this 4 Stalkers, trying to destroy what's left of that small group there. Vikings had to land to help out fend off the assault and gonna get destroyed. Zealots still running around with 1 Stalker only. SCVs got pulled out of the line to try to help out, make some damage and hold on to this attack, and seems like that Gon is gonna be able to hold it. He did! Whew, that was close, that was dangerous. Still a lot of damage there, and now more Stalkers incoming, but only 4 Stalkers against this group won't be able to enter the base once again. Destruction wise, well, all the buildings are still intact. He actually lost some time of mining and lost some SCVs, but I think it's gonna be recoverable. Let's see what comes out of here on the mid and late game. For now, JangMinChul seems to be relentless about this pylon. He keeps porting units, but Gon is not gonna leave him this time. He's advancing with his group, steaming Marines and Marauders, focusing fire on those Stalkers. Got 1 Stalker down, but there's still plenty of Stalkers around.